What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have another exciting unboxing to dig into for you guys. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it, everyone. And if you feel like it, you can leave me a little comment down below too. I love hearing when you guys have some input or some questions, or you just let me know what you're carrying today. So, this knife was sent in to us by Kansept, sealed up in a plastic little cellophane there. We have a slider box. We have our paperwork and a microfiber cloth. We have our fold over pouch, and they throw a silica packet in there. That way it keeps everything free of corrosion. And we have our knife here. And this thing looks nice and interesting, guys. This is going to be the Kansept Cosmos. And I thought this design looked awesome. So we have a Warncliffe sheep's foot style blade. It's got a nice tumble stone wash on it, and then I believe this is coming in, is it S35 little thread, no, this is coming in 20 CV. I don't know if we'll pick it up. Right there. Ooh, look at that. That's a good shot. 20 CV on this guy. So something a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. Usually they use a lot of S35, and I don't have a problem with that. I love S35 VN, but it's cool to see them kind of starting to use some other steels. We have a bead blasted bolster here on both sides. It's going to be a bolster lock, still locking up with that frame, but we have the overlay or the secondary handle material kind of acting as a cover on that lock. And this is, I believe this is the copper infused carbon fiber, but this may be the best copper infused carbon fiber I have seen. And I have probably 5 or 6 different knives with copper infused carbon fiber, so that's saying something. And they're from a bunch of different companies as well. We have a titanium backspacer and a titanium pocket clip, and then yeah, that is all titanium. And then we have a steel pivot, and then I think even the hardware is titanium. I'm not getting any response, and this thing has a pretty good magnet on it. So we got titanium hardware going into our copper infused carbon fiber there. And this thing already, guys, is, ooh, the action is insane right out of the box. The flipper tab is a lot different than we're used to seeing, but that works extremely well, and it's very comfortable as well. So something a little different that we don't typically see. It's not your prototypical rear flipper. That keeps that really minimal, but it gives you a ton of leverage because of how high it is compared to the pivot. You know, the pivot's down in here, and typically you want to be, even or just up a little bit. So, that way you can get a nice amount of leverage on it. But being as it's way up here, you just get a ton on it. You can really wind up on that guy. And the detent, is in tune with that flipper tab, allowing you to get that nice, wind up. Even if you lollygag it, it's still going to come out there. Yeah, that's tough to fail. That might be tough to fail. Usually you can kind of do the, see, even right there, that's impressive. And the detent's not, it's strong, but it's not crazy. But that just works really well. I cannot, oh, there we go. If you do the old, but that's, I don't even think that's not even, that's stupid as hell. Nobody's just going to push downward into the pivot to open it up. So that's just stupid as hell. If you, any sort of push down on this, it's flying out. So I would say the detent on this is tuned very well. Unless you decide to push downward diagonally into the pivot and you do it like a 4-year-old, then it will probably fail. But even, you can just push it, and if you push it like you mean it, it's going to fly out, even if you're really just pushing down into the frame. So that's tuned very well. Why don't we go ahead, stop lushing over this thing. I wasn't sure that this was even going to show up or what was showing up. So it's kind of a cool little surprise. So standard milled clip there. We'll have a little bit poking out, but we do have hidden screws. They'll be probably mounted up through into it, so that's cool. Keeps it nice and clean. And so does the way the flipper tab works, and just a nice sleek design. And this is going to be a Munko Knives design. That's right, I knew that. I forgot, but I did know that. And then we have Kansept's little emblem there. Don't mind that at all. It's small, out of the way, not on the face of the primary, blade. It's all right there. That don't bother me one bit. Keeps it pretty clean. Plus the logo that they have is pretty cool. So since it's small and up and out of the way, I don't mind that one bit. Looks fine. Then you got, I believe that's Paul's little, is that his mark? Yeah, so he's got his little mark there on the pocket clip, which looks clean. It's small. That don't bother me one bit at all. Why don't we go ahead and we'll go ahead and cut something, and we'll see what kind of edge came on this bad boy. Feels pretty good. And this is double wall here, so I think it's cutting pretty good. Why is it? It must be just me. Yeah, it must be just how I'm not doing it right, guys. I don't know. It's got a good edge on it. I can feel it. I can feel that it has a decent edge on it. And it cut the cardboard. That's double wall cardboard, so pretty thick stuff. And these are going to come in at, a very affordable price too. Kansept has, they have always had good pricing and, good materials as well. And they're no longer, taking a back seat to anyone. They've really pumped out a couple of new awesome designs. They've revamped some older designs, and they've kind of changed around a few other designs, and they've really been putting out some cool stuff over the last 6 to 12 months or so. I really like everything that they have been doing. At least the things that I have checked out have been extremely solid all the way around. And I know a couple of guys have been using them as an OEM and have been very satisfied with the product they're getting. So I think Kansept is really putting themselves on the map here, and they have a bunch of different designs, and I can bring it out because by the time you're seeing this, you'll have seen this video, I believe, maybe not, but this is the Calibra Tech, and this thing is just absolutely nuts. Look at this blade. This is over 9 inches, guys. This is something else from Kansept. And they're just doing a killer job on their designs, their fit and finish, or the designers that they're working with, the fit and the finish, you know, good materials, great job all the way around. And then a couple other ones we have checked out have been really fantastic as well. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what you think of this guy. I've had a couple of Paul Munko's knives. I have a couple, I think, and I've checked out some others. And I like his design language, and you can just tell. Now, I knew that previously. I knew when this came out, it was his design. I just kind of forgot. But when you look at this knife, it kind of says Paul Munko, which, you know, that's pretty cool. It does look like his flow. The Clairvoyant from Kaiser also kind of has this same flow, and I really like it. Great job on the design, on that flipper tab. Love the blade shape. I like the size. It's not too small. You'll be able to choke up behind that edge really well. Yeah, this is going to be another solid design from Kansept, Paul Munko. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what you think of this guy. We'll do a full in-depth overview of this guy coming up very, very soon. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. Leave a comment. Share the video. Memberships are available as well. Links are in the description, as well as links for this guy as well, and any other Kansept. Those links do help out the channel if you use those Kansept links. Entirely up to you, though, of course. That'll wrap this one up, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you on the next one.